Hi guys, first tutorial of ArchiCAD, and this one shout out to James who asked the question, how do I do a morph? So for those of you who can't remember or get a bit lost, this is what this one's going to be about. First of all though, let's turn on the grid because we need a grid and editing plane options, grids and backgrounds, and just make sure that that grid is set to 1000 by 1000. Which, as you know, is a meter by meter. So that's on. Now we want to see it. So come up to that drop down arrow and construction grid display. Do I need to zoom in? I don't know. Anyway, so there's your meter by meter grid. I'm just going to make up some shapes. So you can do morphs a couple of ways. You can draw them using lines and then convert them to slabs, or just go straight out slab. So let's go straight out slab because it's the same thing. I will just probably keep it concrete. Will I? Here we go, all concrete. You can change the material of a morph afterwards, but you don't have the option of 3 different sides. You've only got the option of 1 solid material for your whole morph. So if you are thinking that it's going to be concrete on the outside and white on the inside, you need to make that change while it's a slab before you turn it into a morph. Hope that makes sense. Up here in slab settings, we want to change it to that first setting so that we can access the thickness of the slab. This is where I'll probably confuse you. The thickness of the slab is going to be the length of your wall. You'll see what I mean. It's probably best that I just show you. So I'm going to make my wall 3 meters in depth, and I'm going to go OK. Right, so you need to be on this top method up here, which is drawing 1 line at a time. So I'm going to make up a shape, and I'm drawing one side of my building. So as I start to draw, you've got straight lines, which is fine. If you want to do curves, you change it to one of these settings. I tend to use this the second curve option. There are different options here. Have a play with them, find out what suits you, but I quite like this this one here. It suits what I like to do because you draw a line and then you start to curve what you want. You can switch back to line as well, back to straight line. Pretty easy enough. And back to curve. And back to straight line. Cool. So I've just created a slab that is an unusual shape that is 3 meters deep. Let's do another shape as well because I might want to use 1 or 2 of them. This is kind of more like what Jacob will be doing. Who else? Oh, Dom, I think. Actually, you'd probably end up all using morphs, to be honest. I'm just creating kind of like a wall. So I'm giving the thickness of a wall. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Okay, so I've got a couple of different slab options. One here, which I can cut holes out of, and one that is already a wall. If I go to the 3D view, we can see these 2 slabs. And you'll see what I mean by that wall thickness here, and the one that's solid, because you can cut holes out of it. So to convert to a morph, we just select the slab and right-click. If I can right-click, there we go, and convert selection to morph. And then just go OK. That's now a morph. So a morph you can do anything with. And I will probably record another tutorial with different morph options. Let's just do this one over here. So that's a slab. Right-click that slab and go convert selection to morph. Okay. Alright, that'll do for now because I've got to upload this file, and I will do another one showing you what you can do with morphs.